Hello, hello. Hi, RJ. Hello, everybody, buddy. As soon as we get a few more people in here, I will start the Diava Smackdown song I know you all are waiting for. Happy Sunday. Sunday fun day. Thank you, Leo. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I was scrolling around TikTok too, and I didn't really find too much. Hi, OJM over there on YouTube. Welcome in, guys. All right, let's get started with the Diava Smackdown song. Everybody, you ready? I know you've been waiting for it. Here we go. She signs on every day for waiting for MAGA to enter the door. Whether this centers that in a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA, she's about to begin. She's got moxie, it runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's her role. She invites the MAGA to challenge a fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got bite. Come see Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queens. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diana hit them with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but her force is steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diana's got game, and she's hard to beat. See Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queens. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running a show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Jew. With Magus in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diana delivers the end game stunner. She says, oh, look, we have seen Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queens. So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits wallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diava's a legend, and we all know her name. Stop being so emotional. That's for you, MAGA. Especially you MAGA men. You're so emotional. Woo! I've never met a more emotional bunch of men in my life. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a conversation. If you voted for this, come up and tell me how you think he's doing. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request. Everybody else, I want to see those hearts a flying. So if you voted for Trump, come on up. Don't stay in the cheap seats. Also, to my mods, please do not immediately mute Trump supporters, because if you do that, they will just leave. Please wait. I will let you know when you guys can start muting Trump supporters. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Again, to my mods, do not mute Trump voters yet. Hey, Franco, come on up. Let's have a chat. What am I lying about? I'm just curious. All you have to do is hit accept. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I see all you in the comment section. Come on up. It's not hard. It's easy. I'm nice. I'm so nice. Kells, why don't you come up? Come on up. Let's have a chit chat. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a chat.
Trump supporters are scared. That or they regret their vote. Or number two, they can't defend this shit. Did I go to church today? Not a chance. I quit going to church a long time ago. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Don't care, Brian. Don't care one bit. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's chitty chat. Trump is the best president ever. Okay, Mikey, come on up. You've got plenty of people that follow you. You must do this all the time. Come on up. Nope. Don't care, Brian. That's not what we were arguing. If you come to my live every single day as a Trump supporter and refuse to ever come up in the box, but when I told you I was fighting for Obrego Garcia to be brought back home, I was not vouching for the man's character. It was strictly about the Constitution. I've said that over and over and over and over and over again. It had nothing to do with the man's character. I could care less. I don't know him from a hole in the wall. All I was standing up for was the rule of law and the Constitution, as we should. Long live King Trump. Yeah, just live in your delusion, honey. It's okay. Jeffrey, hi. Did you vote for Trump? Jeffrey? All right. I'm going to guess that was a tapping error. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. I thought I had a Trump voter with some cojones, but apparently not. Hi, Nisi. Everybody, if you're just coming in today, make sure let's get up to at least 50K. If you could just hit the little orange heart up there next to my name. Oh, maybe he is a Trump voter. Maybe he stepped away from his phone. He's back. Jeffrey, hi, you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you vote for Trump?
What's that?
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
PA, 62.
Okay. Okay, apparently you're cool with him violating the Constitution, right?
No, I'm not.
Oh, so do you regret your vote?
No, I don't regret my vote. That's why I typed he's going off the deep end.
Well, are you doing anything about it? Are you calling your senator?
Veterans Day, World War I Day. Veterans Day is for all the veterans, not just for the guys in World War I. But he wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico Gulf of America. He's just going off the deep end there.
What about the Pope?
That I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, yesterday, actually 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? God, everything all goes into one. Give me 1 second. I'll pull the official White House. It was 2 days ago. Thank you, Ava. 2 days ago. Here we go. The official White House retweeted or retruthed, whatever the fuck they call it, this picture of Donald Trump.
Well, that's a stupid picture. That's the first I've seen that.
So, and did you see the tweet by Lindsey Graham?
No, I did not.
Okay, Lindsey Graham tweeted a few days before this picture came out that they should seriously consider making Donald J. Trump the next pope. And then a few days later, he comes out with this picture, and the official White House page, embarrassingly enough, retweeted it.
Yeah, stuff like that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why I voted for him was because what was going on with the southern borders and things like that.
How does that affect you in Pennsylvania? How does that affect you in Pennsylvania?
What, the southern borders?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they've sent quite a few illegal aliens to Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
Who?
Government.
Who specifically?
Well, I don't know.
Not Joe Biden.
Trump's in charge of everything, so everything falls back on him.
Are you talking about now, or are you talking about in the prior administration? You're not making any sense.
In the prior.
Okay, that would be the Biden administration.
Yeah.
The Biden administration did not move any immigrants around the country. Who did?
See, I don't believe that.
Okay, well, I don't care if you believe it, but Greg Abbott. Greg Abbott.
We're pretty much done then.
Greg Abbott.
Be respectful here, and if you don't,
Greg Abbott.
hear what I've got to say, why am I on here?
Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis both went on TV and admitted they were sending migrants up north to blue states because to send a message. But what they did is they human trafficked these people, sent them up to different states without the funding. Texas and Florida get federal dollars in order to house and take care of migrants that come across the border. New York doesn't, Pennsylvania doesn't, none of those other states where they're sending them get any federal funding. And so that's why some of them have struggled with the amount of migrants, because Abbott's sending them there without the money, specifically to make them feel the pain because they're psychopaths. Okay. And so that's the only reason why they have ended up north. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there. Their court dates are going to be in Texas or whatever, or Arizona, wherever they came through. Their court dates and for their asylum hearings and stuff like that are not going to be in Pennsylvania, which is going to make some of those people miss their court dates, which I think is part of the point. They want them to violate and miss their court dates so they can deport them. So the southern border has literally no real effect on any of our lives, other than the fact that they are a net positive in every single way in this country, because they contribute approximately $90.7 million a year in taxes. Because they do pay taxes regardless of that you think they don't. They do.
You don't think the illegals coming over in the southern?
They're not illegal, sir. Okay, these are human beings. Can you please put your humanity hat on? Can you put your humanity?
That's a problem.
Can you? No, I don't. Can you put your humanity hat on? Like, these are human beings. They're not illegals. We don't call people illegal. Human beings aren't illegal. They may be undocumented, they might be asylum seekers, and they might just be immigrants. But illegals is a dehumanizing term that Donald Trump has said over and over and over and over again, so that when they did atrocious things to these people, you don't see them as human and you excuse the behavior, which is very 1930s Germanish, which is exactly why he said they were poisoning the blood of this country and that they were vermin. Exact verbiage that Adolf used, like word for word exactly. Human beings are not illegal. I'm so sick of hearing that. Do you have no humanity? I'm just asking a genuine question, because that empathy seems to be lacking in most Trump voters, is they just simply don't care about other people. You can unmute. I invited you to unmute, so I'm just trying to, I don't know what. It's the little microphone looking thing at the bottom of your screen. Looks like an old-fashioned microphone. Just touch that. The people that are asking me questions in the comment section, I'm not answering your questions. If you want to ask me these questions, you need to request to join and come up. Oh, Jeffrey's running. Jeffrey's leaving. Jeffrey's running. Jeffrey's running. Can't handle it. Can't handle the questions. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, he left. I told you he was running. That's the unformatted one. Hold on. There we go. No, I mean, I don't. Well, I told you, just like I said at the end of my song, he emotional. Everybody, let's get up to 100K as quick as we can. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit the little orange heart of the little orange heart up there. It only costs you 1 coin, but it does something for the algorithm and our payouts. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys would all do that. Thank you so much, and thank you for meeting my first life goal. Van, hi, did you vote for Trump?
How are you doing? Yeah, I did vote for Trump.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
Yeah, I'm 38. I'm from Texas.
All right. Did you want to add to that conversation or what did you want to talk about?
I'm sorry, I didn't what conversation. I didn't see what the other guy said.
Oh, it's okay. We can talk about whatever. Are you okay? I guess I'll ask you. Are you okay with the violations of the Constitution that Donald Trump is doing right now?
I don't see any violation happening.
You don't see any what?
I haven't seen him violate any part of the Constitution.
Do you live under a rock, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So.
A nice house.
Okay. So you don't think that him writing an executive order trying to strip away birthright citizenship is a direct violation to the 14th Amendment of the Constitution?
No, I don't see that's a direct violation. I see that as him addressing an issue that was not foreseen by.
Dude, it has been ruled on. It's been ruled on multiple times. It's been ruled multiple times by the Supreme Court of exactly what birthright citizenship, and it includes anyone born here, even if their parents are undocumented. This has been through the Supreme Court dozens of times. It has been established by the Supreme Court over and over and over and over.
To revisit it.
Well, there's a right way to do that, but one man can't do that.
He's doing it.
No, he's not, because the Supreme Court already shut him down. So, another loser. What do you think about his interview with Kristen Welker this morning on Meet the Press?
What about it? I didn't see it.
Oh, she asked him if he had any duty to uphold the Constitution, and he said, "I don't know." When he stood there with his hand up and said, "I do solemnly swear to protect and uphold the Constitution," I mean, like, it's for real. He literally was like, I don't know. How do you think the President of the United States doesn't know what the fucking Constitution says? How is he supposed to uphold the Constitution if he doesn't know what the Constitution says?
But at what point did he actually violate the Constitution?
I just told you one. How many more do you want?
No. You told me an attempted.
Okay, well, okay, I can do that. That's not a problem. Whenever he,
actual violation.
Yeah, absolutely. When he, he's actually openly defying the Supreme Court right now by not returning Obrego Garcia back to the United States because the Supreme Court ruled not. Excuse me. I do not allow men to speak. I do not allow men to speak over me. It will not start with you. The Supreme Court told him he had to facilitate the return, which means bring him back. Again, I don't allow men to speak over with me. I don't allow men to speak over me. So please don't do that. I'm in the middle of a sentence. Don't do it. Have some self-control. You're a grown man. Act like it. Okay. So he is defying the Supreme Court, who ruled 9-0. I can't remember the last time the Supreme Court ruled 9-0 about anything. So they said, you must facilitate his return, which means back here. And he's defying the Supreme Court.
Do you believe the Supreme Court has authority of foreign policy?
This has nothing to do with foreign policy. This is the dumbest argument ever. And did you see his interview? Did you see his interview the other night when they asked him, could you pick up the phone right now and call President Bukele and get him back? And he goes, I could.
Yeah, he could. But
he's been told to. He's been told to by the Supreme Court.
It would be outside of Supreme
No, it's
Court.
not. No, it's 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 not.
100. Then that's why we haven't seen it happen.
No, it's not. That's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Everyone is afforded due process.
There's no, well, that's what the deportation.
No. I'm doing carnival music for a reason. No, you're not going to spread misinformation. I don't allow that on my platform. Whatever happened in 2019, whatever happened, all that kind of stuff has nothing to do with the due process of him being picked up in 2025. Every single time you're charged with something, every time there's an allegation against you, you are afforded due process. He did not get it this time. He was kidnapped from the streets and sent to a concentration camp in another country, circa day 1930s Germany.
I wish that's what really happened.
It was what happened.
Well, I wish that's what actually.
It is what happened. There was no wishing and hoping. God, you're just a special. You're just a special kind of psychopath, aren't you?
I wish they would have taken him.
Yeah.
I wish they would have cemented his feet.
Okay, you are like I said, keep it muted. Like I said, you're a psychopath. My assessment stands. You are disgusting, and I hope that you have the day you deserve. What a bag of shit. That's the one thing that all Trump supporters have in common, is they are absolute psychopaths or sociopaths. That's it. They have no empathy. They don't care. They have zero humanity in them. Absolutely nothing. They are absolutely the bottom of the barrel of fucking disgusting filth. I'm ashamed. I say we keep all the immigrants and we deport MAGA. Send them to their own little white island with all the pew-pews they can hold and just let them circle jerk each other all day. That sounds like a really good plan because that's what they want to do anyway. Julia, hi. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Jesus Christ. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
Missouri, 50.
What did you want to add to the conversation? Are you another psychopath? Can we just get it out of the way now? Do you have no empathy, no humanity for other human beings? If that's the case, just get it over with now and just spare me 20 minutes.
Oh, I was going to let you lead the conversation. You were you were leading on the other guy, and so I was just going to answer whatever questions you have for a female.
Well, that's my first one. Are you a psychopath and don't care about other human beings? That's the first question.
Oh, no, I care about human
beings. Okay. Even undocumented immigrants, you care about them too?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure you do. If you do, you would never have voted for Donald Trump, so I call cap on that. Oh, thank you for the vote. That's so cute. Did you listen to their conversation?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Did you want to add anything to it, or what did you want to talk about?
Well, there's a lot to add. I mean, the president's executive orders, they are absolutely wonderful.
Oh, yes, they're lovely. Every single one of them that has been challenged in court, he has lost. Every single one.
Well, I mean, that's fine and dandy, but he's still the president.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
I mean, the Democrats, they need to pick a better candidate next time.
Yeah, we had the most qualified candidate of any man that's ever run. There's never been a single U.S. president, a straight white man, that has ever graduated top of their class at Howard University, graduated magna cum laude, was a district attorney general of the second largest Department of Justice in the entire world, second only to our United States Department of Justice, district attorney general, senator, vice president. The next natural step, she would have been a white man, would have been presidency. Right up the ladder. She had experience in all three branches of government. She was overqualified for the position. So, miss me, you're either racist or you have internalized misogyny. For you to say she wasn't qualified and we should have had a better candidate tells me it's one of those two things.
So, I'm going to be visiting DC here in a little while, probably the next couple months, and going to all the museums. And I cannot wait to pick up all the Trump memorabilia, the cups.
Do you have anything of value to say, or are you just up here to just talk nonsense? Because I don't care how much merch from China you pick up. I don't care how much, gold badges and EFTs and little gold fucking coins and shoes and Bibles and just absolute nonsense. Do you have anything of value to add?
Oh, sure, I do. I just want to finish, if that's okay.
No, thank you. I said no. I know Republicans don't like consent, but I said no.
Married to the hottest
I said,
oh.
All right. You're just insane. I just told you at the beginning, you should have just told me you were a psychopath from the jump. Jesus Christ. Wow. All this lying on God's Sunday. You Christians should be ashamed. I bet you all went to fucking church this morning. My God, this is insanity. If you guys want to help support my live, I have my Cash App, Venmo. They're both spelled the same way on the little yellow banner over here. I'd appreciate you. Thank you. Kara, yes, karate, whatever. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I 100% voted for Donald Trump.
All right. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
Yes, I'm 42. I'm from Texas.
Can you talk with a regular voice? Because I'm just going to drop you if you sound like you're like being so incredibly fake. Yes, I am. Can you just talk? That's really annoying.
What's wrong with you? Why are you so hostile?
Oh, I don't like you. By the way, I don't like you.
You're a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Monica.
Yeah. No. Get it right. No.
Cuntbag bitch. Look,
Oh, no. Get it right. I am not a normal, run-of-the-mill, everyday cunt. I know that I have warmth and depth, so I am. But I have earned the title of Thunder Cunt. So make sure you put the correct on my name. It's Thunder Cunt to you, okay? Give me the respect I've earned. Yes, give me the respect I've earned. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's all they have. Nothing. They think that it's going to be like, oh my God, he called me a cunt. Oh my God. Bitch, I turned that shit around. I'm a thunder cunt. Don't you dare just call me a regular old cunt. Thunder. They think they come up here and they're doing something. They ain't doing nothing but looking stupid. Thunder. I need to get that thunder song, the ACDC. When I put up my soundboard, I've got to put the thunder on there to play every time they do that. I'm gonna be like, no, it's thunder cunt to you. Don't you just call me an everyday kind of cunt. No way. Absolutely not. Put the respect on my name I deserve. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Thinking he was doing something there. Oh, I'm going to come up here with my big old man self. I'm going to call you cunt. Took the wind right out of your sails now, didn't it? You didn't get the response you were probably hoping for. Thank you, guys. He thinks he ate and his plate was still full when he left. Malou?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 52 and I'm from Texas.
Okay.
We love Trump over here. And we
Yeah.
respect his presidency. And we...
Oh, my live just got taken down. I just got a violation. All right, let me appeal. Maybe I said the word cunt too many times. Perhaps. Maybe not. They were just butthurt. That's okay. I did say some things. I'll take a 24-hour violation. I'll just come up on my background, on my backup if they don't approve my appeal. Usually it takes a couple minutes. So I'll talk to you fine folks over here on YouTube and Twitch. Hi, how are you? They get their fifis hurt. They get their fifis hurt real easy. I got a 24-hour ban, but I'm doing the appeal. Let's see how it goes. Is that Chase?
Yeah.
Is he screaming?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they do get and they're so emotional. Trump supporters have very, very big feelings. They hurt their feelings. So I'll hang with you guys for a minute while I'm waiting to see if I won the appeal. If I don't win the appeal, I'll go up on my 2.0 account. I'll go up on my Diavatalks 2.0. No problem. It's only for 24 hours, so And I'll have my agent try to. I didn't do anything, Relic. Oh yeah, Diane. Oh yeah. Oh, it probably was the women. That's why when they're really gross like that, I block them. That's what I'm doing when I tell them to hold. When I say just keep them muted, I block them so that they can't report. But if they report before they leave, then there's not much I can do about that. But I try to protect my life. I'll send it to my. I also have an agent, so if I don't win the appeal, I'll send it to my agent, and usually it gets turned over by before the next day starts. So it's okay. Because we all know, right? We all know that the only Trump supporters, bullying and harassing. It's always that. Yep, bullying and harassing. Yeah, I called myself a thunder cunt, not them, but whatever. I guess that's not allowed.
You're just mad that you won't take mean.
Yeah, they're just
mean.
they're so mean. I'm actually very nice.
What are you talking about? I'm very nice.
I'm very nice. I'm just not nice to Trump supporters because they voted against rights of people that I love and myself. So I'm not going to like you if you voted against my rights. I know, Michi pal. Oh yeah, that first psycho. He said we should cement their feet and throw them in water. I'm like, Jesus Christ, these people are psychotic.
I thought that was over.
My daughter was like, even I thought that was way over, like way over, like normal. That is not normal. They're truly psychopaths, I swear. It was Julia in the golden age. I reported her page. Okay. Oh, Julia. Okay. Oh, Joe, thank you. Joe Biden is my president too. I'm so happy I finally found you on the tube. Yes, hi. Make sure you guys are all subscribed. I have to get to 10,000 subscribers before we can do super chats and stuff like that. So if you could make sure you subscribe, like this live, just give me some props. I'd appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Come on. Respond to my submittal. I can't understand the inhumanity. You're such a bully to MAGA. Keep it up. Thank you, Sandy. I just call them out on their bullshit. Call them out on their inhumanity. Call them out on all that stuff. It's crazy. I'm glad I don't walk around this earth with that much hatred in my heart. If my daughter became a MAGA person, would you disown her? She wouldn't, number one. She would never be MAGA. She's part of the LGBTQ community, so she's like not ever going to do that. But no, I would never disown any.
You're older than my older sister.
Yeah, and she was just saying her older sister, my adult daughter, hates his fucking guts, so she would never be a MAGA either. So I don't have any confidence that they would. But if they would, I would never disown my kids.
There's a
no
negative chance for that to happen with me.
All right, I did not win my appeal, so let me just send this over to I would never disown my children. I may not have as close of a relationship with them as I might want. I probably wouldn't like them as human beings. I have family members who are MAGA. And while I still love them because they're my family members, I don't like them as people. Because you have to be devoid of humanity to be a MAGA. But do I wish them ill will? No. Do I speak to them on a regular basis? No. Do I see them on holidays? Yep. That's it. And like birthday dinners, like we did my dad's birthday dinner last night. I'm going back on TikTok. I didn't win my appeal, so I'm going to go back up on my 2.0 account. I'm just sending these screenshots to my agent real quick so she can hopefully get it reversed. So I just have to send them over really quick, and then I'll get on it. I'll get back on my... I'll get back on my main. I mean, on my 2.0 account. All right, I just sent it to her, so I'm going to go up on my Diavatalks 2.0 account. It's just for 24 hours, so it's not like a week-long one. So I'll just go up on my 2.0 for the rest of the live. It happens. All right. All right, I'm going to go up over on my Diavatalks 2.0. It's always the same thing. It's always bullying and harassing. But once I start my live, I don't like to say what I got it because I don't want to give anybody ideas that are scrolling by that want to come by and be like, oh, I'll report them. Because, you know, they don't have a brain of their own. They all just kind of feed off each other. Or they share one brain cells and they're all fighting for it all the time. So, all right, I'm going live right now. Hopefully you'll get notified. Here we go. On my 2.0 account, Diavatalks 2.0. All right, they should be back any minute. Okay, people are already coming in. Okay. Oh, shit. My picture ended up down here in the corner. No. Just gonna pull it up. Okay, there we go. Hi. Welcome in. I want the circle. I don't want the square. I want the circle. Hey, everybody. I'm on my 2.0 account for the next 24 hours. I did not win my appeal, but I do have my agent working on it, so hopefully it'll be reversed before we go live tomorrow. If not, I'll go live on this one to begin with. That's okay. It happens all the time. MAGA gets in their fifis. Everybody, I know I didn't do anything. Like the last guest come up and called me names. I didn't call him names. Hi, Tika. I didn't call him names. He called me names. Anyway, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the gas arrest and come on up. I didn't do anything. I swear, I do declare I'm innocent. Especially when it's on the weekend, it's AI that reviews it. So if they just heard that verbiage, they don't know if it was from my mouth or their mouth. It's the words that were spoken. So, because it's an AI that does the initial review. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I'm going to bring up my 3.0 account onto the screen. So you guys make sure you're following that one when I bring it up on the screen because it's my 3.0. It's the backup to my backup. I am innocent-ish. That's true. With an ish on there. That would be true. All right. Keep on hitting the screen. We haven't hit the For You page yet, so keep on going, guys. Keep those hearts flying. Hit the little orange. Yep, hit the little orange heart up there. That costs you just 1 coin, but it does a lot for the algorithm and for payouts. So, thank you. 24-hour timeout. Yep. All right, this is my 3.0 account at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you're following my 3.0 account. That's my backup to my backup. I got a 24-hour timeout. All right, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Everybody else, just hit that screen. Smash his face. Just don't break your phone. Just smash his face. Smash it. Smash it. Yeah, 4.0 is me too. Anything below 4.0, 5, 6, and 7, those are somebody who's cloning my account. I have my main account, 2, 3, and 4, and that's it. Just smash the shit out of his face. I promise it'll make you feel better. Just don't break your phone. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Mama TikTok always puts me in the corner for a week. I did it too. The new filter is very, very upsetting. What does that mean? If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Hey, 49ers, how are you? They're always after me, I know. Hang tight, RC Dubs in the request. Just hang tight. I want to at least bring up a Trump supporter before I bring somebody else up because they are very hard to get up right now. So as soon as I have somebody up in the box, I'll bring you up. Oh, you're welcome, John. I'm happy to facilitate. At least I know how to facilitate something, unlike your president. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I am not on my main account. This is my backup account. I got a 24-hour timeout, so I'm on my backup account for today. I am looking for Trump voters and Trump voters only. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Let's come on up. Let's have a conversation. Oh, we did. You know, Donald Trump loves his Sharpies. Hi, Maui Wise. I'm on my backup account just for 24 hours. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I want to talk to you. Yeah, that interview today with Krista Welker. Woo! That's because the only like ride or die MAGAs that are left are the ones that are in the cult. And they are whack-a-doodle-dee-doo. They're the most fervent, crazy. Another thank you for subscribing. Since I end up on my backup all the time, if you want to subscribe over here, I'm usually on here 1 or 2 days a week. I love Trump. Trump, thank you for giving me dirt. Thank you for feeding me dirt. I can't afford food. I can't afford my groceries. I can't afford to live. I can't afford my rent. But I get to be racist all the time. Thank you, Trump. Thank you, Trump. No, I'm not joining. Okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's go. Yeah, it's crazy. They're like, it's the only ones that are left are the nutsos. We reverse segregation. We get to be openly racist again. Thank you, Trump. Thank you, Trump. Oh, I could definitely be a lot more childish, but that's what you guys sound like. Shunhai, did you vote for Trump?
Hi, I'm 30 years old, and yes, I did vote for Trump. I'm from California.
Okay.
And I just want to say, like, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess.
You don't need to prophesize on my life. Thank you. You can keep that at your church. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. That's what's called shoving your shit down someone else's throat. You guys say you don't like, you're like, I don't mind about, LGBTQ people. I just don't want them to shove it down our throat. I have never had an LGBTQ person come and knock on my door and ask me if I know if I've ever thought about being gay. Okay? Never. Nobody shoves anything down nobody's throat except for Christians. Nobody comes to my door and is like, would you like to be part of the LGBTQ community? No, that's never happened. There's no love like Christian hate. Jess, how did you vote for Trump? Jess? I'm going to guess that was probably a tapping error. If so, thank you for supporting. If If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a conversation. Thank you, Layla. That's okay. I appreciate you smashing the screen. Let's see if we can get up to 100K as quick as we can, because it's going to keep us on the For You page. So hopefully they can come up here. I mean, this is the Lord's Day. They've been to church today. And they're probably on their way home from church. They stopped at their favorite buffet and treated their waitresses and waiters like shit. And then come to TikTok and start slurring. Vicky, thank you for subscribing. Like, that's the typical Sunday. I don't think there's a NASCAR race, so. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a chat. I remember when I was a server, oh my God, I hated Sundays after church. Jesus Christ. They are the worst, and they will run you to death and still complain. They're so mean. That's why I left Christianity, because it is a hypocrisy, a collection of hypocrites. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Oh, I hated waitressing on Sundays. I know they are. Trust me. As a former server, trust me. Their kids throw shit everywhere. They don't. Oh God, that's awful. And they're very demanding. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a conversation. They are so incredibly scared to come up and talk. There's over 500 people in here. I know there's not all Trump, all Harris supporters. It's just statistically impossible. If you voted for Donald, let's see. Do you guys like? Is this background not compelling? Let's see what else I got. Oh, this one might trigger them real good though. I fixed the Pope picture. Okay, we fixed the Pope picture. I think this one's much more reflective. I sound like Kamala Harris. Oh my God, thank you. What an amazing compliment. Thank you, Randy. Thank you so much. I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's a dope. Is it? Okay, Buffy. I'm going to take it from someone who says it's jarring. I can see how that would be, especially to people of color. So I'll go ahead and take that down. Did you see this monstrosity today, though? Did you see this monstrosity that the White House officially put out? Did the White House officially put out? Do they not know what the red lightsaber is? They're so dumb. This is so embarrassing. Can you imagine the rest of the world is just like, what the fuck is happening in the United States? Oh my goodness. He's gone. This man has lost his fucking mind. Like, he is gone. Ty, do you vote for Trump?
Yes.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
25, California.
Oh, I know you. You're blocked on my main account. Oh.
Do I regret it? Yes.
You regret voting for him now, finally?
Yeah.
What? Why so?
Well, there's a few different reasons.
I'm curious. Go ahead, please.
One of them is one of the biggest ones was he had an interview he did with, I forgot who it was, but it was in the Oval Office, and there was a picture of Garcia's hand.
Oh yeah, the MS Paint instead of MS-13.
And what do you mean MS Paint?
Oh, that's the program. The font that they use was from like MS Paint.
Oh, okay. And kindergartner could have done that.
And he believed that shit.
Well, I did too, but then I looked into it and I was like, oh, that's not real. That's actually kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
And him saying that he could bring Garcia home, but basically he's not going to.
He even said it again the other day when he was being interviewed that he's like, could you pick up the phone right now that's on your desk right now? Could you call President Bukele and ask for them to send him home? He goes, I could.
And also, it doesn't, I mean, probably he is the reason that this person did it. But there was a woman in New York who said the N-word and then started basically profiting off of that. And it wasn't GoFundMe, it was something else.
Oh, it's a Christian conservative website like Send, Go, Give or something like that. Yeah.
And anyone who donated to that needs to be mentally checked out and never be allowed to vote again.
Yeah, but you have to understand, Ty, this country is racist. And that's what we've been trying to tell you. Like all of this time, this country is racist. This country, it was built on racism, systemic racism. And even back to the Constitution, they were 3/5 of a human. I mean, like this whole country was based on racism and white supremacy.
Not just listening to you, listening to other people who speak on that more, I've started to kind of, just to be transparent and honest, I've always kind of known that, but to the, like, how bad it actually is, have not actually, like, grasped that yet, and I'm starting to realize that more.
Okay.
And I don't know if you heard about it, but there's rumors I've heard of them potentially deporting people to Syria.
Also Rwanda.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
I've read about Rwanda, Syria.
Rwanda? I don't know where that's at.
Rwanda's in Africa.
Oh, okay.
Now, do you understand why? Do you know that Auschwitz wasn't in Germany?
So I've been to the museum in LA. I know what Auschwitz is. I just recently found out that it wasn't in Germany.
Yeah, it was in Poland because that's what you do. That's what people like Donald Trump and Adolf and all them do is they disappear people to other countries because that way American reporters can't find out what conditions, if they're being treated humanely. They're just off and gone.
And do we truly know if any of the people that we have deported are alive right now and how they're being treated?
I'm so sorry. If you could just say that one more time, I missed the first part of the question.
Do we truly know if any of the people are alive right now or how they're being treated?
No. No one's allowed inside of CCOT in El Salvador unless Bukele gives them permission. So the President Bukele is the only one who can grant access to that facility, and they will not.
So do you think Donald Trump knows how they're being treated?
Yes, I do, because Bukele even said himself that no one comes out of that prison alive.
So
He said the only way they come out of that prison is in a body bag or a casket.
So Garcia's not going to come back home to his family.
If Donald Trump doesn't facilitate his return like the Supreme Court ordered him to, yes.
Well, like you just said, the president said no one comes out of there alive once they go back in, so he's never coming back.
Well, I think that Bukele is probably having this guy protected. I believe they moved him to a different like facility within that facility. But he's been moved because I think they know that they better keep him alive.
So he's being like he's like some sort of treasure in a way, like
Well, I think because he's still not a free man. He's still not been returned. He's not with his family. He still hasn't received his due process, which is problematic.
I don't know if it is true. I have heard from other Republicans that he has appeared in some sort of immigration court.
No, that wouldn't be possible in El Salvador. No, he has to be returned to the United States.
I heard in the U.S. he appeared in some sort of immigration.
That would be all over the news if that was true, Ty.
But we're also deporting people who have cancer.
Children with
Well,
cancer.
I know that is sick people in a general sense. And
Yeah, but it makes a difference that they're children. Because when he said on the campaign trail he was going to get out the criminals, the thugs, the gang members, the worst of the worst. A 2-year-old and a 4-year-old cancer patient is not a criminal and the worst of the worst.
and I'm just joking when I say this. Maybe the kid stole a toy from his brother.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's not funny, but
No, I'm just trying to speak light of it. But yes, and I have a brother because my dad had a kid with a different mom, and his mom is Hispanic, and him or my brother, her or my brother could be deported. Because
they're talking about deporting U.S. citizens as well, and then the Democrats put out an amendment just Friday. I think it was either Thursday or Friday. That they wanted to make sure that there was a bill that specifically said, "Are you there?" Okay, that specifically said U.S. citizens cannot be deported. Just to be sure that U.S. citizens can't be deported, and every single Republican voted against the bill to ensure that U.S. citizens cannot be deported.
They are already being deported.
I know, but they were trying to put a law in just to be sure.
But
And
what's that law really going to do to Donald Trump? Donald Trump's not going to listen to it.
yeah, don't you think that's the problem? Didn't we warn you? Didn't I specifically warn you when he said he wanted to be a dictator for one day? And you're like, oh, he only said it for one day. Oh, he was joking. And I said, no, once they get the taste of power, they will never give up power. And that's exactly what he's doing. We tried to warn you over and over again.
I mean, I know, like, as a general public, people tried to warn people about him. But did anyone actually try to tell me that? I don't know.
Oh, absolutely, positively, 100%. We told you Project 2025. You're like, well, he said he wasn't part of it. Like everybody that we talked to, we already knew this was coming because we actually read it. Like I knew that he was going to gut the federal government because it was in Project 2025. He was going to go department by department and gut it. Like that. This is not even a question.
To get back to what I was saying, my brother could be more at risk than me of being deported just because of what he looks like, right?
Correct. Which is what a fear I have because my 2 adult children are biracial and they are half Mexican and they are darker skin, dark hair. So I'm worried about my own children who are U.S. citizens who were born here, but they look Spanish, Hispanic, Latino, whatever word you want to use. They look.
Sometimes I get mixed up on those terms and I don't use them in the correct sense.
Well, Hispanic is like people they originated from Spain, Hispaniola. So those are Hispanic. Latino would be like the Mexican.
Oh, okay. So he would be Latino then?
Yes, Latino.
He's from Mexico.
I mean, you have to be honest with yourself, Ty. And I appreciate your honesty. And I know that that this is probably a little bit difficult for you because we railed you for a long time, trying to beat all of this stuff in your head. Adam Cray, me, probably Ethan, like everybody has had multiple conversations with you. and trying to get you before the election to see, but you just had your heels dug in. What was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak? Was there one particular thing, or?
It was mostly I mean, there's other things that are horrible with what he's doing, but mostly with what's happening with Garcia.
I agree. Because if he doesn't have due process, and this is what I've been trying to say, I can't vouch for Garcia's character, anything about him, whether he's in a gang, not in a gang, did something with his wife, didn't do something with his wife. Like literally, I'm not vouching for the man's character. The only thing I was fighting for up here was due process, because the Constitution has to be followed. That if he didn't get due process, you and I could get no due process. Donald Trump could come on and see my live right now and say that I'm an enemy to the country because I'm speaking out against him, and come to my house and take me away. And if I don't have due process and I end up in fucking Rwanda or something, I'll never be seen from again. So due process is so vital to our rights.
We're literally taking people who are Uber Eats drivers, and because they get misplaced and take a wrong road into Canada, now they're in the sea continent now.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in the there's a lot of people in the chat that are not necessarily believing your change of heart. Could you address that?
I mean, I don't try to change people's minds. I just more am trying to tell you that yes, I did vote for this person, but I am trying to be more informed. I've talked to other people, and it's just trying to be a more informed political voter in the next election.
Well, if we get to have midterm elections, if they actually happen.
What do you mean if they happen?
Well, if he pulls martial law or Insurrection Act or anything like that, he can suspend the Constitution and there'll be no elections.
You think he would do that?
Dude, I think he will do anything to maintain power, because he knows statistically Democrats are going to take back either the House and or the Senate or both, and they're going to stop everything he wants to do. They're going to impeach him, remove him. They're going to do all of those things, and he's terrified.
Wait, and not to say that I don't support that, but he has already been impeached twice in his first presidency.
I said removed. Because the Senate has to remove him. And last time, the Senate, Republicans had the majority in the Senate, and they refused to remove him. But if we get control of the House and Senate at the midterms, and everybody votes straight blue down the ticket so that we can take the House and Senate, he will be impeached and removed.
But what are the chances of that happening?
Very good, if we have an election.
But didn't you guys control the House and the Senate the last time?
No, not when he was impeached, no.
What did you not control?
We had the House, not the Senate. That's why he was impeached in the House, but the Senate failed to remove him. Because if you remember, Mitch McConnell got up there and said, we won't remove him. Wait till he gets out of office, and we'll let the court system take care of it. If he's guilty of anything, we'll let them take appropriate measures. And then railed against them because it's a witch hunt. No, literally, Mitch McConnell said, let the courts handle it once he's out of office. And once the courts started handling it. Anyway, y'all, real quick, we have a flash. Excuse me, 1 second. One second. We have a flash goal up here. I need 9 more people to send the goat. It only costs you 1 coin, but it helps with the algorithm when TikTok does these flash goals. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
He was talking to a reporter, and the reporter asked, do you have to uphold the Constitution? And he said, I'll talk to my lawyers.
He said, I don't know. His first answer was, I don't know. I have my lawyers. What he doesn't understand. What he doesn't understand. Thank you guys for meeting the goal. What he doesn't understand is the Department of Justice are not his lawyers. He keeps calling them my lawyers, because he thinks they work for him. Because he put them there because they would never tell him no. Which is why he surrounded himself with a bunch of sycophants this time that are letting him go unchecked.
And then this is about my last question is about
Okay.
the general election. So let's say that Donald Trump, hopefully, he doesn't find a way to run again. And let's say he's not in, like, because he won't be able to run again.
Well, per the Constitution, no.
Who would, like, what are we going to do as a country when Donald Trump is not in politics anymore?
We're gonna put Democrats in, and we're gonna get everything we ever fucking wanted. We're gonna win so hands down because he's about to fuck this whole country. When the stores, when the shelves are empty in the next couple of weeks, when people can't buy food, they can't buy necessities, they can't buy their kids Christmas presents, they can't buy birthday presents because everything's so expensive. Republicans, after World War II, Republicans didn't win an election for like 50 fucking years because it was like, this was a clusterfuck.
Wait,
So,
did you just say that after World War II, Republicans did not win a presidential election for 50 years?
okay, maybe 40 years. 40 years.
Because when was, like, Nixon? When was...
That was in the 70s and 80s. Reagan was in the 80s. World War II was in the 30s.
World War II was in the 40s.
30s and 40s. Or maybe 42, 41. Yeah. Okay, so 30. Okay, I'm not going to split here. Between 30 and 40 years. Let's go there. Control of Congress was lost. Everything was lost. Republicans didn't win for a very long time until Reagan, basically. Yes, Nixon was, but that was also in the late 70s, early 80s.
And you didn't vote for Nixon, did you?
I wasn't fucking alive.
I don't know how.
Oh my god. Well, maybe I was. Maybe I was. I was just a child, though. I was born in 72.
I try not to say people's ages.
I'm 52. I don't have a problem with it. I've earned all my years.
Because I have a person in my family that was somewhat friends with Richard Nixon, and like was around the same people he was.
Anyway.
And I just see the atrocity because that's not a prison in El Salvador. That's a concentration camp.
That's correct. It's a torture prison.
And we're literally replacing trains with planes, and people don't see that.
I had memes up on my backgrounds that planes, they swapped out trains for planes. And hold on, let me bring it. Did you want to say something, RC?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
This is something common. No, Ty seems like he's having a reasonable explanation. Maybe even coming around to the state for supporting Trump. So we'll let that happen.
Yeah, and I knew this was going to happen, and this is why I'm just going to remind everybody. I know there's a ton of people in here who's like, I don't believe him, don't care, blah blah, whatever. Obama said in his speech, and I think December, January, somewhere. Anyway, a few months ago, he said we have to make room for the people who are waking up, because things are going to happen that are so egregious that it's going to wake people up like, oh shit. And we have to make room for them. Do we have to kumbaya right away? Do they need to prove themselves? Yes. Do they need to take action? Ty, you should be calling your representatives. You should be calling your congresspeople, and you should be because we need everyone to defeat this shit. So you need to put it into action, and you need to start calling people and saying, hey, I voted for Trump. Okay. I voted for Trump. This is so far beyond anything that I thought I was voting for. If you're for real, if you really mean the change, you're going to have to take action.
How do you do that when you work two jobs?
You can send emails. Every single congressperson, every single House representative has an email on their website. You can send an email.
What you're doing here, if you're going to spend time in a live, you can go to a MAGA live and then tell them I voted for him and I don't agree with this stuff. Maybe you can change some of their minds. They don't want to hear it from us.
Right. They've heard it from us and they don't like it.
And the last thing, how do all these people know who I am?
Everyone has seen you around these TikTok streets, Ty, for a long time.
I've only been talking, I thought, for like a month or so.
No. Oh no, no, no. I started my live a year ago and you were in here.
Oh, that's fascinating. I mean, I haven't always been like this.
Yeah. Well, you might want to start with taking down some of the videos you have on your timeline.
Yeah, I had a guy that was like, "Oh, I had an epiphany 2 months ago, and I totally regret my vote for Trump." And I went and looked at his profile, and 2 weeks earlier he had reposted "No regrets."
So stop reposting like Charlie Kirk and all those people.
Oh God, yes.
Damn, yeah.
And then the one thing I have against Charlie Kirk, he needs to take accountability for what happened at Florida State, because what that person was in dead correlation to Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA. And Charlie Kirk has not said anything about that.
I agree. But they won't. He won't. He's a coward.
Charlie Kirk is horrible.
Yeah, he won't. What you need to do is go and you need to delete the videos off of your page. I mean, I'm being for real. Like if you want left creators and if you want people to believe that you're serious, and that you're going to try to do what's right and all of those things, then you got to start with taking down all those videos that are opposite of what you're saying. And you need to start dialing in to what's actually happening that you're finally seeing. And that's what you need to be reposting is the due process violations, the going against the Constitution, going against the Supreme Court, going against all of those things. You got to scrub your content. Because that's going to speak, your actions will speak louder than your words are right now.
And I will try to do that back home. I'm supposed to go through hundreds of videos that I've been on this app for about like 4 years.
Yeah, do 5 a day. Do 10 a day.
You can unrepost stuff.
You can just undo it and undo it or just do it while you're watching TV. But just no excuses. You got to figure it out because if this was like Joe Biden, or let's say this was Kamala Harris, and Kamala Harris started doing this shit, I would be taking down all my Kamala stuff and nope. I'd be tucking tail going the other direction. So no excuses. You got to take action because actions speak louder than words. I appreciate you having the integrity to say you're wrong. And it may not be easy, but it's the right thing to do, and I think you know it. Oh, and he's gone.
That's mainly the dilemma we're facing because people just don't want to admit they're wrong.
I know. Now, guys, on one of my lives a long time ago, I asked Ty if he had been diagnosed with autism, just because of the monotone, because my son has autism and it's monotone, same thing. He said no, but he did suffer a traumatic brain injury. And so there could be some processing issues. I don't know. But if people are ready to kind of wake up and see that this shit that's happening is wrong, we have to give them a small amount of grace. I didn't say forgiveness and I didn't say kumbaya with them. But we have to make room for people that are ready, but they have to do it with action. That's why I said you got to call your legislators, call your congressmen, remove the stuff from your content, prove it. Don't just say it, you got to prove it. So I appreciate that, and we have to make. I mean, like I said, I'm in the fuck 'em all camp with you. Got it? Okay. I'm like, you know, I am. You know, I am. But he's going to keep doing super egregious shit, and more people are going to be aware. Oh my God, what is happening? What did I vote for? So we got to make a tiny bit of room, guys. I know it's hard because we are all salty and angry and mad and bitter and fucking pissed that they didn't listen to us. We sure as fuck tried to tell them ahead of time so we wouldn't be in this situation. They would not listen. So I get the frustration because I'm right there with you. Like straight up right there with you. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. I am looking for Trump voters and Trump voters only. I'll bring up Kamala supporters and anybody else in about 40 minutes. Oh, that's a little shout. It's so cute. That's so cute. He might have been lying. Don't know. Well, we don't know. His actions will prove if he's lying or not. If he scrubs his page, if he posts different things going forward, then he might be believable. But yeah, well, yeah, HVAC. We all know that history. That was not fun.
That was unfortunately somewhat predictable, though. I never really figured he would do anything but try to make money off the situation.
Oh, he was just grifting. He grifted from the right, then grifted from the left, and then went back to the right. Ryan, hi. Did you vote for Trump?
No wonder you fell for Trump. You don't really have anything going on upstairs, do you?
No. That shows the intellect. Bye, Ryan.
It's a prerequisite to be an obnoxious, rude anyway.
Yes. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I'm looking for Trump voters. Where is Daisy still in here? Where's Daisy? Is Daisy still here?
Watch my language.
I already got a 24-hour timeout today, so on my main account.
Hey, have you seen a show called Love on the Spectrum?
Yes.
What do you think?
I haven't watched it. I have heard of it. I just have not watched it yet.
I really like it. She likes it a lot. I was just curious what you thought of it. I didn't want anybody to feel like they thought it was being exploited, but I actually thought it was a pretty genuine show.
Yeah. No, I think I'll give it a watch and see. Yeah, I'm curious because my son. Yeah, my son was diagnosed with level 2 autism, and so I think it sounds good. I mean, what I've heard from people, they love it. So.
Yeah, I was just curious. I wanted to see what your perspective was from your personal perspective of having an autistic child. I was just curious. The way they handled it, I thought was really well done. In my opinion, it's really sweet to see the interactions and the effort to find love. Just
yeah.
It's nice. Everybody on there. It's one thing I've noticed is the genuine, kind, and truthful nature, like just across the board. We all need that. I wish we all had more. Just that honesty, that open and honest.
Well, and I've said it often in RC. Real quick, everybody, I am still looking for Trump voters. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. If you guys want to help support my live, I would really appreciate it. My Cash App and Venmo are both Diavatalks. 1 second. I don't know.
I think it's Netflix.
Okay, there's my Cash App and Venmo are both Diavatalks over there. If you want to help support my live, I am here every single day, 7 days a week from 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern. I would really appreciate your support. May is my 1-year anniversary of hosting my own lives every single day, 7 days a week, and I've only missed 2 days.
Somebody said some of the parents are MAGA. Yeah, I think I know who.
I've often said about people with autism, I've noticed they actually live true to their authentic self. They don't know about as much about social norms or like sugarcoating things or trying to, like, if someone says, oh, does this outfit make me look fat? A person with autism will say yes, if you do. But me and you are like, oh my God, no, girl, you're slaying, because we don't want to hurt people's feelings. So I think that they're just authentic, and allistic people that aren't neurodivergent or aren't autistic, we sugarcoat things. We actually tell more white lies, and we lie. And autistic people tell the truth, and people call them abrasive. But it's just because they don't sugarcoat anything, and they actually live true to themselves. And so when they do or say something rude, It's just because they're true. It's true. I mean,
reminds me of another show. there's a young woman with Tourette's, and the show's called Bailing
oh,
Out.
I have been following Bay on TikTok for years, and they just got her show on TLC, but I've been following her here on TikTok for years. I love her.
She's so charming, and she's so funny because she's the bald thing with her boyfriend's dad, or I guess fiance's dad.
Yeah.
You're bald, she can't help it. I mean, it's so cute. I'm saying, she just, oh, it's
Tap
so,
that way. Tap
it's
that
just- I love her family and her little brother. They all kind of like, they just treat it with a bit of a sense of humor, you know, go along with it. They're great. I thought that was a great show.
Her name is Bay, Bayy, on TikTok, but her real name is Baylin. Baylin Out Loud. It's on TLC. But I've been following her on TikTok for a long time. She's so funny.
She's great.
Rare
She's
Princess.
the really rare one. I mean, a lot of people, Tourette's, like, they think that people curse a lot, but actually she's one of the rare ones with that does that.
Wind it up. Exactly. I love her. I love her. My daughter loves her too. My daughter loves watching her. She's so funny.
Just remind me.
Rare Princess, I've invited you up. If you could possibly come up, otherwise I'm going to mute you. You're just like literally in here just spewing shit that no one has any idea what the hell you're talking about. So if you could kindly come up and chat. You're either a bot. Say hi to Vlad for me, I guess. Or come up because I've already invited you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's chat. Tap that rotisserie chicken. Exactly. Tap that rotisserie chicken. Tap that rotisserie chicken. I'm on my 2.0, my Diavatalks 2.0 account. My main account got a 24-hour timeout. Oopsie. YouTube was asking me, what account are you on? They were probably looking for my main. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's go. I love Bay. I think she's so funny. I get MAGA though out of her families, out of the families.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I got MAGA all over the place. Hey, Swervin. I have MAGA all over those families. Number one, the real super Christian they are, and just I got the MAGA vibe from those families. But I still love her. So
yeah. He seems like he'll be good for her. So
I mean, he knows how he's in it for the long haul, and he knows what he's in for. So hey, everybody deserves love. I'm glad that she has him.
He screwed up on the cowboy thing, but for the most part.
Oh yes, he did. Oh, that was so bad. Oh, that was so bad. Oh, that was so bad.
Good intentions. Nope, didn't work out.
Did not. No. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's go. Chop, chop. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody keep tapping the screen. Let's get up to 200K. Let's stay on the For You page so we don't drop off. So hopefully we can get some Trump voters in here.
Somebody said the cowboy thing. They went to a birthday.
It was her. Yeah, it was her birthday.
And he showed up in short shorts and a cowboy hat, and him and a couple of his friends did it, and he was really late in doing it, so he had already stressed her out, and then he thought it was going to be funny, and she was just like not having it.
Well, not only that, they had the couch delivered that day, and he didn't show up. He was gone for so many hours, and she was freaking out. The couch is what really did it. So.
Well, it was like you left me to deal with the couch to do this dumb shit.
Yeah, she was pissed. Rightfully so.
The couch, that's right.
The couch. Should I do a restart? Because I don't even see any MAGA in the comments. Like none.
I think I'm driving them off, so you can restart and I'll just hang out.
All right, I'll bring you up if when we get going. All right. Thanks, RC. All right, guys, I'm just going to do a quick restart and I'll be right back. All right, I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back, and then we're going to restart and go again. right. We are back, and I just went live again. I'm live on my Diava. No, I just started over real quick. There was no MAGA. I'm on my 2.0 account. 2.0. Welcome back. Welcome back, my friends. Oh, how I missed you. Oh my goodness, I see those hearts flying. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Sandwich. Let me bring my backup account up real quick. And if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a chit chat. Just did a restart. It's been so long, Priyanka. I know. Just keep those hearts flying. It takes between 5,000 and 10,000 likes to get up on the For You page. So I really appreciate you doing it again. I really, really do. Thank you so much. What is Babylon? Oh, Balin. It's Bayy. Either 2 Y's or 3 Y's. Bayy, I believe. All right. Welcome, welcome. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit the guest request and come on up and let's have a conversation. If you voted for Kamala, you're just going to keep hitting the screen. Just keep hitting the screen. To keep those hearts flying. And this is my 3.0, my backup to my backup account on the screen, so make sure you're following that too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you voted for Kamala, you wasted your vote. Angus, why don't you come up and talk to me? Oh, thank you, Colby. And Colby, I did get real quick. Colby, thank you for the $5 cash app for being so awesome. Thank you so much. I saw that right as I was restarting. Thank you so much, Colby. I appreciate that. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's chat. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's talk. I'll be more than happy to have a conversation with you, so come on up. All right, I see somebody in the box. Let me get that going here. Give me one moment. Just changing, restarting my live goal. Here we go. All right, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a chat. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Oh, nope, I guess we didn't. Maybe there was tapping errors. All right. Well, welcome in, everybody. Make sure you, if you haven't hit the little orange heart up there, it only costs you 1 coin, but it helps the algorithm and the payout. Also, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. Let's have a conversation. Come on up. Wandering Pizza, I gave you mod powers. All right, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. These are so cute. Thank you. Come on up. Come on up. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Angus is still in here and he hasn't requested up. Oh, I guess he needs a mute. If Angus isn't going to request up and just keep on posting, oh, there you go, Mitria. Thank you so much. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Is it Electric Alshar? Yes, Electric Alshar. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. I love you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's chat. I know there's Trump supporters in here, or you're going by on your For You page and you see this and you're like, should I go up? Yeah, you should. Come on up. Come on up. What in the LGBTQ is this? Oh, you're just a little bigot, aren't you? So proud of your hatefulness. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's chat. I can't do a poll on this count. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on. Come on, MAGA. Don't be shy. Why do you always mute people that you don't agree with you? No. The comment section's not for Trump supporters. Only Trump supporters are allowed to come up and talk to me and ask questions and have a conversation. So the comment section is for Kamala supporters. So if you're just going to keep chirping in the comment section and not request up, then you're going to get muted. You should be up here having a conversation. People come to watch lives for conversation, not to hear me talk to myself. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. Otherwise, you can just say you're scared. That works too. But just make sure we're all still hitting the screen to keep the hearts flying, because it keeps us on the For You page. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's talk. Yeah, they're not shy. They're just scared. That's true. Strong, independent, and smart women are very intimidating to weak men. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. I mean, I wouldn't want to have to defend this shit, but, you do you. You voted for it. Scott, come on up. Hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's chat about it. Trump supporters are so scared. They won't come up. Come on, Trumpers, let's go. You know you want to talk to me. I'm nice. Thank you, Last Phoenix. I think that's so pretty. Atlanta boy, why don't you come up? Your account's private. I can't invite you up. Why don't you request up, Atlanta boy? Yeah, they are scared, aren't they? Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the people that's been knocking these goals out for me. I really do appreciate you so much. So kind of you. I'm always so appreciative for your support. All right, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Don't make me sit up here and keep talking to myself. Let's go. Come on. I know you're in here. I can see you. You do know I know every single time somebody enters my. Yes, Jeff, see no crimes. If you have questions, come up and ask. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Only if you voted for Donald Trump, though. I'm not taking friendlies yet for another 20 minutes. So make sure you only are requesting. Oh, ATL boy 1 gets a mute because I've asked them to come up and talk to me, and they're cheap. They're staying in the cheap seat. So we're just going to go ahead and take away their First Amendment rights in the comment section because you don't have those here. Now you have to come up and talk to me. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I mean, you're not getting anything. Yeah, please stay and neuter your MAGAs. that was funny. If you voted for Donald Trump, come on up. This is my backup account. My main account, Diavatalks, is on a 24-hour little timeout. But if you're not following my main account, make sure you are. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. I'd like to have a chat with you. Come on up, Michelle. She's like a black hole. What the hell does that mean? Somebody on YouTube chat said she's like a black hole. Makes no sense whatsoever. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a chat. Because Trump supporters see no crimes, hear no truth, and speak no facts. They have no facts. We offer facts, sources, data. They offer slurs and crash outs. Haven't had a Trump supporter prove me wrong yet. And MAGA men specifically are very, very soft and weak. And they're extremely emotional. Extremely emotional. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a conversation. Trump supporters are filled with hate, lies, and slurs. And no facts at all. They wouldn't know a fact if it smacked them in the head. Oh my God, that was loud. Jack, did you vote for Trump?
Yep.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
30 in West Virginia.
Gigi, thank you for subscribing. 30 West Virginia. West Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I do want to, the whole reason I even requested to join was the MAGA men.
Yes.
I don't consider myself MAGA, although, because I would have voted blue if they would have put
a non-black person and a man?
No, I'd vote for Candace Owens if she ever ran.
Okay.
Lie. Nothing to do with that. If she would have, actually came to do interviews, maybe talk a little
She
more.
did.
The things I don't like about her
She did.
was
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She's not the president. We're talking about Trump and his criminality, his lies, and his everything. Yes.
That's not true. She could have won. I feel like she didn't even try to win me over.
She did. She did. She only had 107 days or something like that to run. So.
Which is, a lot to say about the Democratic Party. But anyways,
no, it has nothing. It has nothing to do with the Democratic Party. It had all to do with Joe Biden on whether he wanted to continue or drop out. That was not on the Democrat Party. That was not on the Democrat Party. That was his decision. That was his decision to step down.
Well, we can debate that later.
It's not up for debate. Facts aren't up for debate. Facts are just facts. You don't get an opinion on facts.
Well, he said he wanted to continue, and a week later he said he didn't.
Correct. Yes.
Sounds like he was forced out.
But that's not what he said. When he wrote his letter, he said that he did not want to continue.
Well, we can all admit that he could have been forced to say that, right?
If he was weak, and he wasn't, so no.
He wasn't? Okay.
No.
But the whole reason I said that I would come up here, or wanted to come up here, was because you said MAGA men are weak.
They are.
Okay, well, what about liberal men who dress and act like women?
Oh, if you're going to be a bigot, you have to turn your camera on. Oh, you don't have access. So either you have to move to a different subject, or because you can't turn your camera on. I don't allow people to talk about bigoted things on here unless they turn their camera on. So you can move on. You can move on. You can move on. I told you you can move on to the next topic, but you're not saying another fucking word unless you have camera access, and you don't. So you have to change topics, or I'll just drop you. It's real easy. I don't allow bigots.
I mean, you can drop me. That's fine, but I'm not talking about trans.
Okay. I'll move on then. Thank you. Again, weak. Is it Heimdall?
Heimdall.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay. How old are you, and what state did you vote in?
Pennsylvania, and I'm 52.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, you said you had facts. What facts are you referring to?
On any topic you want to talk about.
Okay, was he convicted by a jury or a judge?
Who?
Trump. You're speaking about Trump.
He was convicted by a jury, and he was found liable by a jury.
No, that's false.
Have you looked at the jury form?
Yes. His corruption charge by the Red James.
What corruption charge? Are you talking about fraud? Which one are you talking about? He had so many cases because he's a fucking criminal. Which case are you talking about?
I'm sorry. You're right. It wasn't corruption. It was
fraud. It was business fraud.
And there was, yes, business fraud. And it was not charged by a jury. It's not found by a jury. It's found by one judge.
Okay. Because it was because the reason was it was all paperwork and everything had his signature on it. So there was just certain things that he couldn't that they ruled ahead of time because there was no disputing them. They were just it's just paperwork. But for his other case, that was a civil case. That was a civil case, and it was one judge. That was not what his 34 felony counts were. His 34 felony counts were found by a jury, and his sexual abuse was found by a jury.
I'm not trying to interrupt you, but you keep talking when I try to talk. Okay?
It's my live, and I'm gonna correct misinformation. So
you don't want people to tell the truth.
Do you know why he didn't have a jury for that trial?
Go ahead.
Do you know why? I'm asking you. Do you know why? If you don't, just say no. I don't know.
No, I'm saying you tell me what your opinion is on it.
I don't have an opinion. I have a fact. The reason why he didn't have a jury trial is because his lawyer was so fucking stupid and she didn't check the box that he wanted a jury by trial. So it defaults to a judge. It's his attorney's fault.
That is not
true. Okay, then go look it up. Go. You have Google in your hand. Go. Go. That's not an opinion. It's just what happened. All they had to do was check the box that they wanted a jury trial, and they didn't. Google's in your hand, and it's free. I swear Trump voters think that Google costs $100 a search because they don't ever know. They don't like to use it. He's talking about the business fraud case that he owes the state of New York over $585 million. Yeah, he hired his lawyers based on looks, not on merit. There's only one set of facts. You are allowed to have an opinion on all kinds of things, but you don't get to have an opinion on facts. There's just one set of facts. I haven't seen you teacup that you're going to look on Google or anything. Are you going to look it up, or are you just sitting there looking at the screen and like, I'm not looking nothing up? Because you actually have to like go and look. I mean, maybe you have a laptop near you. Did you find it? I invited you to unmute.
Did Loretta James go after the bondsman who gave Trump a bond for his appeal?
Who the fuck is Loretta? Who's Loretta? That's not what you're supposed to be looking up. You're supposed to be looking up on whether his attorneys asked for a jury. The fuck? Fucking Loretta. Fucking Loretta. Loretta Lynn. How hard was that? I literally just Googled, did Trump's attorney ask for jury trial in New York fraud case? CNN, CBS News, ABA Journal. Former President Trump, well, this is back in 3. Former President Trump did not request a jury for his New York civil fraud trial. That's it. He didn't ask. He didn't check the box. Don't tell me I'm lying. Don't tell me I'm lying. I'm so sick of doing their homework for them because then they just come back and go, no. That's why I want to make them go look for it themselves.
What happened after 2023?
You didn't answer my question about the jury.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. I told you to go find a source. I told you to go find a source that I told you to go look. But you didn't come back and say anything and say, oh my God, you were right.
Did you look up if Loretta James...
Her name is not fucking Loretta. You don't even know who the hell you're talking about. So did you look up? Did you?
What's her
Her
name?
name is Letitia James.
Not legally. Her birth name.
Oh my God.
This is fucking useless. You're just using shit out of your ass.
Did you go look? Did you go look and see that his attorney didn't check the box for a jury trial? Oh, and he left. Facts are a stubborn thing. Oh, I know facts hurt your fifis, which is what I said. Weak. Poor MAGA. They're literally the children left behind. Sean, did you vote for Trump?
No, I was just going to make a point on the previous situation, and then I'll drop out. Great live, by the way.
Thank you.
I was just going to point out that they elected not to have a speedy trial,
Exactly.
and that pushed it over to where it would be seen by a judge then was an option, and they wanted to hear it by a judge, not a jury. Those were both selections made by the Trump defense team. I'll bash out now, though. I'll stay
Thank
on.
you.
Good job.
Thank you so much. This is my backup account. So make sure you're following my regular or my Diavatalks without the 2.0 when you get off of here. Make sure you follow my main account because that's what I'm on every day. I got a 24-hour timeout, so I'm on my backup account. And make sure you're following my backup to my backup account that's on the bottom of the screen. If you want to help support my live, I am here every single day, 7 days a week from 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern. Contrary to what MAGA thinks, I do not get paid by the RNC. I do not get paid by George Soros. I am completely and totally crowdfunded. So if you'd like to help support my live, I really would appreciate it. Diavatalks is my Cash App and Venmo. They're both spelled the same way. I put on a little yellow banner here for you. If you want to help support my live, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Beantown, come on up. Let's chat. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Why are you scared? All right, go ahead and mute Beantown because if Beantown's going to just stay a coward and stay in the comment section, they can be muted. We're here for conversations. Trump supporters are the only ones allowed in the box right now, so they need to go ahead and request stuff. Not staying down. Oh, there we go. Nobody got him, so I will. You are now muted, Beantown. The only way you have a voice in here now is you to come up and talk to me. Come stand by your man. Stand by your man. Come on, MAGA. You love him? Come on. Daddy Trump. Yeah, her birth name is Letitia. She goes by Tish. Her name is not Loretta. No. Colby. No. Diane is a friendly. Diane is a friendly. Do not mute her. She was trying to bring in MAGA. I unmuted you, Diane. Only mute them if they repeatedly are posting and not coming up, not the minute they come in. She was just trying to bring in the MAGA. Shane, box up, Buttercup. You Trump supporters want to come in here and just spout off, but I ask you to come up and just have a conversation and you wimp out. That's what I said. MAGA men, weak. No, that's another Shane, a MAGA Shane. Frosty. Frosty, did you vote for Trump?
Obviously.
No, it's not obvious. You have no background picture or anything. So how old are you? And what state did you vote in?
Connecticut.
How old?
38.
All right. What did you want to talk about?
I just want to, do you guys have anything? Because I'm a very big do you guys have anything that you like about Trump?
No, not a goddamn thing. Zero. Nothing.
That's interesting. So
Nothing.
The Triact was something you didn't like, or the anti-dog abuse that he
I will say that one thing, the animal abuse bill or whatever, was the one thing I don't like him. That's not him. That's a bill. That was a bill that got passed.
Well,
You said no. That's not what you said. You said, do you like anything about Trump? And I said no, because I do not.
or the right to try act. Where people can they're on their deathbed or
Don't say the words. Don't say the words. Don't say the words.
They're about to be
I know what you're saying. You don't have to explain it, so I don't get shut down. If you're doing it on purpose, I'll just fucking boot you. If I say don't say something and I know what you're saying, you don't have to spell it out. You're going to say a word that you can't say, and I don't care about that. So move on. I don't care what. I don't care if he cured cancer. I still wouldn't want him in there.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he's an immoral, unethical, Constitution violator, sexual abuser. I don't give a shit about him. I think he's a horrible, disgusting, despicable human being.
You shouldn't say that. The SEX abuser, you can't say that.
I can. I say it every day.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Don't tone police me either. It's my live.
Why do you think he won by such a large margin this time?
Because people are uneducated, they're dumb, they're racist, and they're misogynistic.
Oh, misogynistic too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's interesting. So, the fact that he cut states like Illinois, New York, New Jersey more than half, you don't find that interesting?
He only won by 1.5%, which is the lowest margin of a presidential victory in the last 100 years. It wasn't a landslide, and it wasn't a large margin.
I don't think you actually listened to anything I just said. He
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Anyway,
No. Okay, I don't allow men to speak over me. It will definitely not start with you. I don't care about margins and states and swing districts and all of this garbage. I don't care. He didn't win New York by half. You're insane.
I didn't half. You didn't listen to what I said. That's why
I did, and I don't care. I don't care. I know you guys don't care about consent. Move on to something that matters. I care that he's violating the Constitution. I care that he's trying to send U.S. citizens to fucking Rwanda and El Salvador. I care about shit that's happening right now. I don't care about the election.
I didn't know we were in the Avengers. Anyway, nonetheless. So let me ask you a question. So are you a big believer in are you a proponent in open borders? Is that what your party or?
Oh my God, you're not following the conversation. So I'm just going to move on. I told you what I wanted to talk about. I said, talk about him violating the Constitution. Talk about wanting to deport U.S. citizens. You're like, so what do you think about open border? Not even what I said. You're not engaging. You just have some kind of an agenda. You got to get off. So just forget it. It's not worth it. Charles, did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
64, and I'm from Michigan.
Okay. What did you want to add?
That's a good question.
Trump. That's all I can say.
Well, you can seek professional help for that, but what can I help you with?
So
Like, it's just so bizarre. I've never said, oh my God, I love Biden. I love Harris. I love Obama. Like, oh my God, Obama's daddy. You guys are so weird. You guys are so weird.
There's nothing to love about them.
These are politicians. These are not sports teams. These are not mates. These are people who we elect to do a job for us. This is so incredibly grotesque. Like, seriously. That's why we say you guys are in a cult. This is not normal behavior. What MAGA is doing, and their love and admiration and their fascination and grossness with him, it's unhealthy and unnatural. Okay? It's not normal. It's fucking weird. I mean, if that's your way of wanting to come out of the closet, that you are in love with him, that's cool. We welcome you guys on this side. We welcome anybody. We're inclusive on this side. We won't hate you for being who you are and who you love. Troy, thank you for the $5 Cash App. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Wow, thanks for letting me turn that mic on.
You could have unmuted yourself at any moment.
I tried 15 times.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I was just waiting for you, so I decided I'd send you an invitation. I didn't know if you knew how.
You're welcome. You guys are welcoming to any side. Is that what you said?
No. We don't welcome MAGA, no, because you guys vote against human rights.
Okay, there.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we don't kumbaya. We don't kumbaya with MAGA and people who vote against our human rights and educational rights and math and
You're
science.
wrong with what you just said. That's what I'm saying.
I said, if you're professing your love for Donald Trump and you're coming out of the closet, we'll welcome you to our side, is what I said.
Will you? Okay, I love Trump. I'm coming out of the closet. Are you welcoming me to your side? Are you gonna?
The tolerant left has left the building. Fuck off. Brett, hi. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I'm sorry. I won't take long.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I just didn't know. It's okay. I bring up any from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern. I bring anybody up. I bring Trump voters, Harris voters, no voters, third-party voters, anybody that wants to come up at between 6 and 7.
Well, I'm a professional writer from Virginia. I voted for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, and hey, honestly, I grew up in the Pentecostal cult, and I call it that because it's exactly what it is. And
I grew up in an evangelical cult as well.
Well, then you should be able to sympathize with what I'll say. Like, I live in the Appalachians now. I used to live in Richmond. I grew up in Richmond, but I live in the Appalachians, and let me tell you something. I mean, the level of violent intolerance that I see around here is at an all-time high in my lifetime, and I'm 38 now.
Yep.
And it seemed like it was at a downward swing when I was young.
It was. Well, what it was is they were hiding it. It's always been there, right? It's always been there, but it wasn't socially acceptable to be a racist, bigot, homophobic. Like, you kept that shit to yourself. Trump normalized it and let their worst parts of themselves out, and they are just out there, and they are loud, and they are proud in their racism and their bigotry.
I don't understand. I'm a writer, so I do a lot of research, and it's literally easily researchable of his time in Russia in 1987.
Yep.
When he was bankrupt, and then he conveniently was propped up again, miraculously, seemingly. And you could see cash infusions directly correlating with him going bankrupt again.
Yep.
And then
because United States banks wouldn't lend him any more money.
Exactly. He had the Russian mob literally running his fucking construction business.
Uh-huh.
And this is all public records.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it. You can see that I was trained by a Boston Herald and former New York Times journalist. And, my him up if you want. He's an insane writer, best writer since William Faulkner, in my opinion. But anyway, like he literally can draw you a fucking timeline from the 70s of every single corrupt thing Trump has done.
Well, actually, real quick, in the link tree in my bio, there's a link in there called trumpfile.org. It's called trumpfile.org. It's literally everything that's ever been connected to Trump and his family since he was born. It's an entire compilation, court documents, newspaper articles, all of that is in the link tree in my bio. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows it is so easily documented and proven and pulled out. Like, there is physical evidence, a mountain of it.
Yeah.
He should have never even been allowed to run for a public office.
I agree.
He should be in jail, to be honest with you. I mean, he's a money launderer at a high level.
Yes.
He's been a money launderer my whole life. Like, I was 1 year old when he, in theory, we can't prove it beyond the shadow of a doubt because the evidence is more circumstantial and more, you know, if he were, I mean, back when he was just a businessman, as corrupt as everything was, he would have been arrested if there was enough evidence. But it was open, it was obvious, but there wasn't, you know, there wasn't enough physical evidence tying it together to where they could make a case.
Yep.
And that's the only reason the guy was allowed to run for office. But there was, I mean, any other politician at any other point in my lifetime, even, it would have been impossible for them to run just with the stain, the perception. And yet, somehow, this guy is literally essayed people and literally, you know, he's been adjudicated against, convicted of 34 felonies. He's very probably, according to well-documented facts and, you know, the evidence that's mostly circumstantial, unfortunately, all the way back to the 80s, that he's been in bed with Russia.
He has been. Everybody knows that. Except for Trump supporters, because they didn't know, and they do not research. They don't read and they don't research. They don't care to read. Even I've told people to go to trumpfile.org in the link tree in my bio. You can just open it up and read it, and they won't even do that. Like, they do not want to know. They do not want to research. They just believe everything out of his mouth because he is a cult, or it is a cult. And let me tell you one more thing, Brett, before I let you go, because I got a ton of people waiting.
Yeah, sure.
But what I was going to say is I figured out by watching my parents. My parents are MAGA. And, well, my whole family is except for my kids. Like, the kids that I raised, everyone else, my mom, my dad, my brother, my estranged husband, everyone, they're all MAGA. And what I have found, especially with my parents, is that the evangelicals were so easy to dupe into it because they also believe in something without evidence.
Well, I mean,
so they believe like they believe preachers. They believe what comes out of their mouth, and they believe what he says. They don't have to have any factual anything to back it up. It's just what they say, and they just buy it, hook, line, and sinker.
I agree. And in parting, you know, I'll just leave with this. The problem is that if you look at throughout history, because I've done an exhaustive amount of study of history, of mythology. I even did 3 years of seminary training when I was still stuck in the cold. You know, I eventually switched to English literature. But anyway, like if you look at history and you really study it, the Bible is 400 years younger than it was supposed to be. And, you know, what has religion always been useful for? Crowd control.
Fear and control.
Population control. Getting people to be subservient to a tiny fraction, you know, instead of, if you look to history, you know, what happens when religion no longer works? Like in Spain in the so-called Spanish Civil War. I say so-called because people who have read George Orwell's Homage to Catalonia knows it was actually a communist uprising. And they don't, that's what happens when people finally break away from the religious chains and they realize they're being duped by, you know, nobles.
Yep. I agree. But thank you, Brett, for coming up. I don't know if you just found me today, but this is my backup account. My main account is just Diavatalks without the 2.0. If you make sure you go follow me, because that's the account. I do this every single day, 7 days a week, and that's the account that I go on mostly. I just use this one when I get a timeout.
Okay,
so,
thanks.
I'd love to have you up again. You're fascinating to talk to. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love people who do research. Like, I fucking love it. Yeah, I try to tell people who Trump was. I tried really, really hard before the election. I was here every day trying, but they didn't want to listen. Paul, how are you?
How are you? Is it too windy on my phone?
No, I don't hear anything right now.
Okay. So, what do you think about a national labor strike? Are you to that point yet?
That's so pretty, Jeanette. Oh, absolutely. Dude, I'm out of the street pounding the pavement every fucking day. That's what I've said. All these protests going on, fantastic, wonderful, amazing. It needs to be every single day, not just on weekends. And I understand why weekends, because people have, they have to work, but people all have different shifts. There needs to be in the streets every single solitary day, 7 days a week.
Okay. I'm going to meet with Swallow on Thursday. I have a personal meeting with them.
Oh, nice.
I'll reach out to you because this country has to shut down and do a national labor strike, and everybody stop working, including before this country is gone too far.
I agree, because there's no coming back after a certain point.
There's not. And people are going to have to deal with the fact that they're going to be uncomfortable. They might lose money, but we're going to lose a lot more than money in our jobs if we don't do something more drastic.
That's exactly right.
On a Saturday.
I agree.
One thing I was going to say, you're completely right about the evangelical part of it. And listen, I happen to be a person of faith, but these people are weaponizing religion.
Yes.
And this is how sick they are, right? These people think that Jesus saved a convicted felon, a man who abuses women. But God sat up there during the Holocaust, during slavery,
Exactly.
during the colonization of Native Americans, during the World Wars, during the Hiroshima bomb. But all of a sudden, God got off his butt and said, you know what? That's the guy that's a pillar of light and kindness and empathy
and who's going to carry my message forward? Yeah.
It's just, I'll let you go, but to your point, I have family, and most of my family, that not all of them do, but they're middle-aged, white evangelicals.
Yep.
And when you grow up, and I grew up in a Baptist church, but when you grow up in a church, you're not allowed to question God. You're not allowed to question the Bible. You're not allowed to question the pastor. You're told this is the truth. Shut up and listen to it and do as it says. Otherwise, God's going to strike you off the lightning bolts. Now, if you take that mentality and you say, "Oh, God sent this person," it's not a big jump because you're not allowed to question what you believe God said, right?
Correct.
You just believe it, and you say, "Oh, nobody's perfect. Oh, that's not what he said. That's not what he meant." But that's part of God's design. But Hunter bought his laptop, all of a sudden that's
And Joe Biden was actually a faithful Catholic who went to mass every single Sunday. He actually lived with humility and with empathy. He actually modeled after being a Christ follower. Like, he literally was the opposite, and they demonize him.
Well, because they're stuck on the AV issue. And for all of you evangelicals that are listening out there, you guys that support this guy and think that Jesus on him, there's something called free will. And if you don't believe in free will and you want to take away people's free will, then you're not really following God anyway. And that's what people understand. They want to play God. Look, this is the thing. These people that chose Barabbas over Jesus. This is who MAGA always been. The only difference between that same religious movement is that Judas Iscariot didn't have a red hat made in China. It's the same movement.
Yep.
This is not a political movement. It is a religious, white Christian nationalist movement. This is the reason I started my channel.
You're correct. And they're Pharisees. They're the Pharisees. They're the...
I say that every time, and I get Jewish people that are upset about it, and I'm like, you know what? That's just what they are. They're modern-day Pharisees.
They're modern-day Pharisees. And what I call MAGA is basically Christian nationalism. Christian nationalism is white supremacy and Bible drag.
Yes. And regardless of who goes into the White House next, unless we address this as a country,
I agree.
We're never going to break free from this.
Yep.
We have to address it. They will take the dumbest, foolish, morally bankrupt white man over a black woman. That's what it was about. People can spin it to, for messaging. Oh, how many times have you heard, oh, I didn't like her laugh. Oh, she was with Willie Brown 4,000 years ago. But if Donald Trump does it with all of his wives, he's a real man. He's a stud. Nobody's perfect.
He's an alpha.
If she does
He slumped her way to the top. It's disgusting. It really is just gross.
That's why people ask me all the time that when I'm talking to you, they're like, why do you think Donald Trump won? Why do you think Kamala lost if she was so great? I'm like, racism and misogyny and uneducated voters. That's it.
A lot of it. I think from what I've listened to, especially in the Hispanic community, a lot of it was misogyny. From people
Yep.
I talked to.
Yeah. Oh, definitely misogyny, but racism definitely plays a part too,
Oh,
for sure.
so I'll get back to what I want to see what Swallow has to say. If he's ready to actually break the bondage of the political system and do something. If anyone's going to do it, he's a nice guy because I know him pretty well.
Hey, if you could get Eric Swalwell to come on my live and we'll do it together and have a big show, or if he's ready to do that, I'll start the movement here.
Well, I might do that, or
because on my main account I have over 40,000 followers.
Right. Do you know Brian Shapiro?
Yes. Oh, you have 60.
I'm going to be hosting a show in about 2 months.
Okay.
So either your show or his show, I haven't decided yet. Let me talk to him first before his town hall. But we're going to have to do a national. I don't see any way to do it. And then it can't just be Donald Trump. It has to be.
It's got to be the whole movement.
It has to be the movement, and we have to unequivocally reverse Citizens United, or otherwise it's not going to fix anything.
I agree.
We have to get the money. We have to get the money out of there.
I agree.
So, can I say? Let me say one last thing.
Yeah, sure.
To the guy that was in here about finding common ground, sir. Just so you know, sir, just to think about from somebody else's perspective. My aunt was a victim of SA. Okay, when this guy was elected, people like you didn't care about her feelings or the millions of women in this country that were victims of that. All you cared about was the price of a goddamn egg. So when you say you just want to find common ground, why can't we come together? That's why, sir, because you rejected decency and morality and integrity for the price of a goddamn egg, for material goods, because you just couldn't vote for a black one. That's why we're not going to find common ground. So.
And when you're talking about taking away people's basic human rights, we're not going to ever kumbaya. That's a red line in the sand.
And they had that for too long, where we're like, we agree to disagree.
Nope.
Finally, they're like, you know what, screw you. I'm not going to find common ground with people that are going to take away. And I don't care if I pay more taxes. I'll take decency and pay higher taxes.
Same.
They don't value morality. They simply don't.
And they call themselves the Christians.
Yeah, well, they go to church with the whole bumper sticker and that's why the flag. Yeah, it's such bullshit.
Yeah.
They're disgusting. So, all right, I'm ready to know.
Thank you, Paul. Keep in contact with me. I'm really, really interested in how this goes.
Let me see what Swalwell says and I'll get back to you.
Okay, hon. Thank you.
Later.
All right, bye. Oh my God, that would be so cool. Just see me getting all hee. All right.
If you get him on your show, I want to talk about the panel.
Girl, I would shit my britches. I swear to God. You want to talk about fangirling? I do too. If you want to see somebody fangirl in real time, have that man be on my panel.
Right. Speechless. I wanted to come up here today because there was actually a guest earlier that I wanted to hit that I had a comment about, and I gotta tell you, stroke brain is real. I don't remember what the hell it was.
Oh, that's so cute.
But,
that was cute. Sorry. Squirrel.
No, you're okay, girl. Hi, Diane.
I love Diane.
No, but I wanted to speak also on Ty. And the reason I want to speak on him for just a minute to the people in the chat is because I want to just give you guys this little reassurance, I guess. There were a lot of people that seemed pretty upset that he was up on your panel.
Yeah.
And that they were convinced he was lying. And honestly,
and he could be.
He probably was.
Could be.
And someone said that they saw him go to Santana's live after he left yours. And unfortunately, I couldn't get there fast enough, so I couldn't hear what he was saying. But someone else told me recently that is one of MAGA's new tactics.
Okay.
coming into our lives to tell us that they regret their vote, that we were right, things like that. And I have to just put this out there. I don't know what they think that they're gaining from that. Because if other MAGA is in the chat, they're hearing MAGA defecting. For starters.
Yeah, I don't know what is they gaining? Like, I don't understand what the gain is.
That's what I was wondering. That's what I was saying. And the other thing, so if I were to just venture a bet.
Oh shoot! Hold on.
Oh, thank you for that. Was so great. Thank you for the hearts.
Sorry, I went.
Didn't love me, guys. It's okay.
Sorry, I had to. My Ring camera went off, and I went to like minimize it, and of course it opened it. So then it took me off screen for a minute. I have to run to the restroom. Can you keep talking for me?
I got you. Yeah.
Thank you, love.
But the other thing that I was thinking about this same topic, and then I'll do a commercial break for everybody. I have to wonder. I do get the gifts also, but his gifts were not all that high. I don't know if maybe that was just something he was trying to do or what that's about. But the thing I really want to tell everybody, we're not going to stop. If one of their intentions is to get us to calm down and stop pushing so hard and pushing back, we're not going to stop. Let them have their attention. Let them come in for a little bit of coinage if they want it. We're not going to stop. Let's let them think that we're going to. But we're going to keep moving forward until this is over. And I just want you guys to know that, right? We're not going anywhere. We're not going to stop this. So I understand being upset, and I understand not liking, people being deceitful when they're up here. But honestly, I just don't want it to get you guys upset and get you down, because we're not going to do that. So we're going to fight until the end of this. But with that being said, thank you all for being here after Diva has restarted. Please make sure you continue to hit the screen and make the likes go. We're doing really good. Let's try to get over 200K before the end of her show today. And make sure to get the shares out there. Contribute to the gifting goal. Do your daily heart me's. Thank you all for the gifts. Those help Diava also. And if you want to contribute more directly, Diavatalks at Venmo and Cash App. But
thank you, love.
Welcome back, love. How was your dinner with your dad?
Good. We had and with my family saying an uneventful dinner, that's a good thing.
I was going to say.
Because it's my mom, my dad, my brother, my aunt, and my uncle were all there because my 2 adult kids had other commitments, so they weren't there. And so it was just me and all the MAGA folk. But luckily, the outdoor dining place we went, we had tables we couldn't move. They were bolted to the ground. So we got to sit by ourselves completely separate. We were close enough to we were part of it, but we kind of had our own table, so we didn't have to come up with like fake talk, like just like chit chat. So it worked out perfectly.
I love that. I love you too, Country Lovin', and Pete Hexas Liver is right. I saw videos of him chugging energy drinks. That'll put you down real quick. But anyway, I just want them to come up and spread that message.
Thank you.
Let them keep trying to pull their deceitful BS. What I said to your chat was, we're never going to stop.
No.
We're still going to keep going. They can be deceitful. They can try to make us think that we won. We're still going to move forward.
Exactly.
So, but you got others in your box. I'll drop down.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
For having me, love.
I appreciate you.
Of course.
If you voted for Donald Trump, if you voted for Harris, if you didn't vote, if you third party vote, if you read your vote, I'll bring anybody up between 6 and 7. So feel free to request that. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how are you?
I'm glad you got your account back so that you could come up today.
Exactly. No, this is actually my 2.0 because
Oh,
they still gave me a banana for a week, so
Oh, okay.
But at least it wasn't bad. I mean, I couldn't believe that they did that at first, but then they immediately gave it back and they just said you're considered a banana. So
Okay.
it was sad, but I just wanted to thank you for yesterday. Thank you for showing up and supporting me, and
You're welcome.
that we did get to see.
Yeah, no, that was a blast. I was having fun.
Wasn't it? It was great. It even got even better afterward, but it was so sad that they did that. But I think it was a little too racy for TikTok, so that's
Yeah, probably. But it was fun.
probably. Yeah, it was right.
I had a good time.
Yeah, wasn't it? It was a great time. It was a good time. No, I just want to thank you for your donation. That was really. I was like, wow, this is a surprise. Thank you so much.
Hey, I wanted to buy you a drink, and since I couldn't be there with you in person, I just cash apped it to you or Venmo'd it or however I got it to you, or PayPal, whatever I sent, you got it.
Yeah, I know. Well, thank you so much, and more importantly, thank you for your support. I really, really appreciated that.
Oh, no worries. You guys are so good to me that when I have a chance to be able to give back, I do.
Yeah. And for everyone in the chat, just to let you know what happened, I had a live yesterday from the drag show at a local place.
It was so fun.
It was fun. Everybody was watching, and then I guess it got too racy for TikTok, so they first said that they had totally disabled my account totally, but then I got it this morning and it said no, it just had banana for a week. So but anyway.
Hey, I was having fun.
What's that?
I said, oh well, I was having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Matria, yeah, my shoulders are much better now. It's just they're doing much better, and I actually got to because I go to mass every Sunday, and I serve on the altar, and so I hadn't been able to do that for the past 4 weeks. Today was the first time back.
Oh, good.
It felt really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just to be back and kind of be back. And I'm going to try the gym, but I'm just going to just sit tomorrow and the recumbent cycle, just use my feet. So.
Yeah, for sure. Take it easy so you don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to push it too hard, but no, I'm thank you for that. I'm recovering, and it's getting much better every day, and I love it.
Awesome.
But anyway, I just wanted to say thanks.
Of course.
Support, and I'm always with you here, so no matter what.
I know you are, and that's why I wanted to support you back because you always show me support. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. And okay, well, I'll just let you go down to your next guest, but I just wanted to say my heartfelt thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, my friend.
All right.
All right. Bye. All right. Oh my goodness, there is a lot of people. I'm gonna try to get to you all. Island, how are you?
Hi, I've never come up and talked to you.
I know, I'm excited. I'm like, what the heck?
I know, shocker. So I'm a huge introvert with a lot of personality. So I love Mitria coming up and talking. I love everybody. It makes me nervous to come up here and talk. But I just wanted to say, you are so wonderful. I listen to you every day. Thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate your support.
Oh, no problem. I have just learned so much from you guys. And I was raised in Florida in the same background that you have in a Pentecostal church. So I left Florida. I couldn't take it anymore. I don't know how you do it. I really don't.
It's not easy. I'm surrounded.
No, it's not. It's not. But I left Florida. I'm in Colorado right now. And it's better. It is better. But I just needed a break from Florida. So, but anyways, it's all about you. I'm going to keep supporting you guys. Thank you so much. And I love all your guests and all your listeners.
Thank you so much. You're so kind. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate your support very much. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
Can you let me down?
I will. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. So sweet. So sweet. Pizza. Hello.
Hi, friend.
How are you? What happened to your account?
I have no idea. So I I decided to do something like I used to watch, my friends' kids during the pandemic. And so I decided I would go over there today. And then while I was over there, I don't know, I was checking for something. I don't know. The girls and I think we're actually a whole bunch of Nora Spiceys actually hanging out is what happened today.
Mm-hmm.
So we were there, and then I had looked at my thing. I was like, why do I have messages from TikTok? A verification number? Dude, I wasn't even on TikTok because I was not, I was in the middle of like going to get lunch and
Right.
going over there to do it, right? And then so when I looked at it, I was like, then I looked at my email because I was like, okay, fine, let me try to go into my account, right? In a span of 2 minutes, according to my email, what happened to my email, right? So at 1:18, they somehow removed my phone number from my main account, and by 1:20 p.m. today, my email was gone out of it too. I'm like, how is that even possible? Like, how does that even happen?
You were hacked and they changed it to their credentials.
Yeah, they hacked it, and it was so quick though. Like it was in 2 minutes. By the time I discovered it, I think I had gone and like I had already lost it. It was about like 1:37 before I noticed. I was like, okay. And then of course, contacting TikTok, that is a pointless situation.
Yep.
Like, because I literally have like multiple things there, and then it tells me, well, like I can't sign into that account because the hacker already took it. Like, I can't get into it.
Did you create a 2.0?
Oh yeah, that's what I believe. I'm on the 2.0, right, and not because what am I on right now? I am on.
It just says
What is my user?
It says
the username say, guys.
It says the Wandering Pizza, and then your name inside. If you click on your bio, it says the Wandering Pizza 2.
Oh, okay, yeah. So 2 is my 2 account because I did just 2. So
Yeah, but somebody.
3.
Oh, okay. It says 2. Okay.
Yeah, I have a 2 and a 3. I don't have a lot going on my 3 yet, and I feel ill prepared. I probably should have been like, making sure that everybody that I mutually followed was following me on all of these accounts. But isn't that fun? So then I've lost Gem off of it completely, and you know what I mean? I'm like, so she's gone right now off of everything. I can't, find her, or I won't. Yeah, I know she got hacked on her second one, and I was literally because that's what I told. I don't know when I was messaging through that. But anyway, so yeah, I got hacked. I want people to know that, and I feel like I'm probably going to lose the account the same way Gem just gave up and lost hers because nobody did anything about it, despite everybody supporting her for it and her trying to message them.
Yeah.
It's very irritating, but I wanted people to know, just in case that infiltrates you guys, or if things change, you get all of a sudden the Wondering Pizza has some crazy selling stuff like Gems did. That way, you guys just kind of know that isn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't turn or something. There's not a hide hanging out here somewhere. So
right.
And then I wanted you to know, Diava, because I had like God powers on here and on my main, and I just wanted to make sure you knew about it.
Yeah, I'll take your other account off as a mod just so they can't come in and fuck around.
Yeah, take that off. And then I want to try to contact. I don't even know who I'm modded for. I got to try to message other people. Problem is Jess doesn't do messages. I'm gonna have to try to pop into her live. Make sure I'm taken off too. Actually, I could probably hop in another area, but like, you know what I mean? Like, so then I have people that have trusted me to mod for them, then that goes and gets like hacked.
Right.
So that I want to try to like contact the people that I remember that modded me.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, and like I said, I just want to let you and everyone here know that's following me because I'm here the most. So I wanted to just
thank you. I appreciate that.
But I will let you go. I just wanted to make sure that everybody just kind of knew it, including you with a little bit more than the chat, because the chat goes by pretty quick. So
yeah, it does. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, and thanks for having me up.
Of course.
You can drop me and you can go move on. But I just wanted you to know, okay?
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Laura Lee, how are you? All right, I'm gonna guess that was probably a tapping error.
Hello,
Yvonne, how are you?
Diava.
Yes.
I don't have very much to say, but one thing I want to let you know is
Yes, ma'am.
that I love you with
Oh,
all of my heart. You
thank
are
you.
one of the most awesome people on Cat Talk. I mean, I'm sorry, on this site. You are.
Thank
You tell it
you.
like it is, and you also use one of my favorite words.
What?
And you know what that is?
What?
That's fuck.
I do.
Because it can be an action, a verb, a noun, a pronoun, and an adjective.
It's literally everything.
And you use it very well. I work at a church. I work as a daycare teacher.
Uh-huh.
A pre-teacher for little kids 2 and 3 years old. My boss lady is Samantha, and it's unbelievable. I go in the morning time. She has a 8-month baby, and she's there before I get there. And the baby is in her little crib, and she is sitting there reading the Bible to her. But yet, and still, she can vote for Trump. It's unbelievable. I cannot believe the way these people's minds are set. But
That's crazy.
I'm sure you know. I want you to know that I love you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. And talk about indoctrinating since birth. Jesus Christ. Yikes. That is some straight indoctrination. Oh my goodness. Rock and roll, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, what happened to my? Oh my goodness. I don't need to be that big. I'm good. Like, I don't want to be that big. God damn. I can't get the circle. I'll keep the square, damn it.
Say hello.
Well, thanks for coming up to say hello. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. You know what you're talking about? I've been in a couple of listening to a couple of lives that have been hacked. Is there like a parade of idiots doing that?
I guess.
People on.
I'm hoping I don't. I work like hell to build my 40,000 followers. I'd be so fucking pissed.
Yeah, no, it's just like I've been in a couple of. I mean, I'm still trying to get my nerve up to start my own live, and so I was just curious as to what these marauders of chaos are doing.
I don't know. They got nothing better to do with their time, I guess.
Yeah, so I haven't like been online for a couple of days because I went to visit my daughter at school. So yeah, I'm just stopping by to say hi. And this time I came in post MAGA.
Yeah.
So I just can't deal with them anymore. It's just
It's okay.
I bow down to them.
It's not easy, I'm gonna lie to you. It's mentally draining.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just they're still waiting for the FAFO part of it.
Yep, I agree. Some of them are starting to feel it. In the next few weeks, they're really going to feel it with the empty shelves and the everything going up by a lot.
Exactly. I'm going back and forth about because the current White House occupier seems very unhealthy to me. But then I think even just a couple of years of JD Vance would be just as bad.
Probably even worse because he's really deep in the Christian nationalism heritage foundation shit. But
yeah, exactly. I mean, this guy is just inept. So I just, I'm not normally nervous because it usually takes care of itself. But we've gone down such this weird rabbit hole, and I'm so frustrated with Congress. They're not doing their job.
I agree. I think we all are. We're like, fucking do something. Hello.
Yeah.
This is only our democracy on the line.
And I don't understand how it's not hurting, well, Dems put to the side, but it has to be hurting the other Republicans.
Oh, it will be. They'll get smashed in the midterms if we have one.
Yeah. If we have a return.
We don't know from one day to the next. Like who would have thought that he would put himself out with some Star Wars meme today? Like you can't. I mean, every day he does something just as shocking as the day before. So who the fuck knows by then?
Well, it's made you look. I think the best. I know we can't most of the time, but if we could just ignore him, even for 24 hours, I think that would be the best thing. But at the same time, you kind of have to make sure that he's not putting his hand on the red button.
Right.
It's so frustrating.
It is.
He does it just for your own. Okay.
Brian's a MAGA who comes to my live every single day, but it will never, ever, ever come up in the Balkan talk. Ever, 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 ever. And just says he's doing that just for y'all. He's trolling. He's the fucking president of the United States, people. By you even thinking that it's just because he's trolling and he's doing it for us, you've lost your fucking way. You've lost your mind. This is the president of the United States. They're not supposed to be trolls.
I miss the days when you really didn't have to pay attention to what the president was doing.
I love boring politics.
Yeah. And he's just chaos. Like somebody else was, a lot of the lives are talking about him, but he throws things up on the wall.
Change my ways and you'll come up. There's a MAGA man telling me I have to change my ways and then he'll come up and talk to me. Fuck off, Brian. I ain't changing shit. If you're a snowflake and can't handle a conversation, that's on you, big boy.
His balls probably haven't dropped yet.
Probably not.
But yeah, no, it's just what was it that he purposely throws things up on the wall because at the moment that he thinks somebody's not paying attention to him, he just throws this stuff out there. He wants people to be constantly looking at him.
Because he's a narcissist. He's a malignant narcissist. Yeah. And if he doesn't have the adoration, like, why is he still doing fucking rallies? Like, that is so dumb. Like, you're already president. What the fuck are you still running for?
And he's apparently, I don't know if they've agreed to do the parade.
Mm-hmm.
That's a military parade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, ay. So, I just hope we survive.
Me too, girl.
I keep saying I'm, behind that blue wall in California.
As long as that blue wall hangs.
Yeah, exactly. I wish we could withhold our money to fund all these red states.
Yep. Well, thanks for coming up. Anything else?
No, I just, like I said, I haven't said hi to you in a while. So
I'm so glad you did. Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
You too, hon. Thank you. Black Anime Goddess, hello, lovely.
Hello, Diva. How are you doing?
I am good. How are you?
Nervous, actually.
Why?
Next week is graduation.
Yay! Yeah, but you made it.
Oh my god. Woo! Yeah, I'm coming. It is a long time coming. 4 years. My goodness.
I'm happy for you. Good for you.
Oh, thank you. It's a lot.
It is a lot, but I'm really proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
I mean, the most educated demographic in this entire country is Black women.
Period. You know, I just gotta pat myself on the back for that. You know.
That's right, girl.
Just a little, you know, pat on the back. You know, I did my thing.
Hell yeah, girl. Go on with your bad self. Absolutely.
And nursing school is not easy.
No, it's not.
It takes a lot of brain power, which, you know, I have major squirrel, and that's why I was like, when you were talking about, you know, like autism and everything, I'm like, I already know that I'm neurodivergent. I have ADHD. It's like, but now I'm starting to think that I may, just by some of the signs, I may have that. But I've been trying to figure out where exactly to test for it, you know. And it's like, it's kind of hard to like look for where to test, especially.
It's a psychiatrist has to diagnose you.
Yeah, but it's weird. I have a psychiatrist, and he's like, "Oh, you have to go see your provider." And like, I go to my provider, so